Pamela, I'm not sure if you heard, but the Pope today said that it's wrong to provoke others by insulting their religion, and that one could even expect a reaction to such abuse. I have to confess, as you know, as proudly as I've stood with you and how I so agree with everything you've said, I am squeamish about the nature of deliberately mocking somebody's religion the way these cartoonists have done. It's a little bit like, not being surprised if you pour gasoline on a fire that there's going to be a reaction to that. These are vicious animals who kill in the name of Allah. What do you make of the Pope's comments today, saying that while there is, of course, we need to defend freedom of expression, we also have to be careful about provoking somebody's religious beliefs?
Well, frankly, the slaughter in the name of Allah is a desecration of religion. And honestly, I'm very disappointed in this Pope. This is consistent with the attitude of a subdued and a conquered people. We have seen him time and time again say that, there is no violence in Islam, which is patently untrue. We've seen him pray in the Istanbul mosque in an attempt at quote-unquote outreach. He has said, don't shut the door to dialogue with the Islamic State. He has called for structured training on how to speak to Muslims.
But there are peaceful Muslims, though, right, Pamela? There are people who follow Islam who say they are repulsed by this kind of violence.
Well, listen, of course there are Muslims that don't support the violent texts and teachings, but the fact is there are violent texts and teachings, and the fact is that the Islamic State and Al-Shabaab and Hamas and the Mujahideen and the Taliban are following a pure Islam. Right. Authentic Islam. I understand that this is uncomfortable for people, but
it's true.
You can avoid reality, but you can't avoid the consequences of avoiding reality.
And here's a reality: we have a White House and a president who refuses to call radical Islam radical Islam.